race for stars to ensure a bountiful harvest. The metal star pierced through its centre to be captured on the horseman's sword. But before that excitement, the elaborate investiture of the master of the race, or Sucomponidori, begins, the trumpeter heralding the procession accompanying him to the dais. Two farm girls, masayedas, are chosen to dress Sucomponidori from the many who volunteered to take part in the ceremony. And watching very closely throughout the entire operation to make sure all is as it should be is the senior housewife, Samasaya Mana, usually the wife of the president of the Peasants' Guild. The girls place a fine hand-embroidered linen shirt on the master of the race and begin to decorate it with red ribbons, the symbol of the Peasants' Guild. These they will tie into bows and hand-stitch into place for added security. The giusto cuore, or fine leather jacket, follows. Made of very soft skin, its three overlapping flounces form a short skirt. A wide embossed leather belt is secured by its many thongs around the waist of the Componidori. And you'll notice that he'll wear both male and female articles of clothing, representing the full historical significance of the rights of the earth. The entire investiture is carried out to the roll of drums, the blast of the trumpet, and the music of the launedas, a type of cane flute made from the bamboos that grow along the riverbanks. Now begins the most significant ritual of the entire ceremony. The Componidori is prepared for the mask. Handkerchiefs are tied around his head to form two crosses which symbolize protection. Again, needle and thread are used to ensure no mishap during the race. A white tulle veil, much like one a bride would wear on her wedding day, is placed over the mask, and over this, a top hat. Our Componidori now represents the deity who challenges fate, and as such, from now on, his feet must not touch the ground. Samasaya Mana presents him with the May-doll, a baton made of sweet-smelling violets and green ribbons, and he receives good wishes and blessings from both the mayors of Oristano and Fremantle. A masked horseman brings to the dais the horse for the master of the race, not without a little difficulty, but showing excellent horsemanship, Sucomponidori mounts, blesses the crowd with his May-doll, and leads the procession through the streets to the beachfront, where his knights will meet their own challenge in the race for the star. Young men and women lead the parade, dressed in the costumes of Oristano, followed by the drummer boys wearing costumes of the Spanish period, the Sartiglia having influences from both Spain and Greece. They in turn are followed by the president of the guild, the masayedas, and the knights who will participate in the race to the star in costumes representing the different towns in Sardinia. Behind them, all who have been witness to the special ceremony of the investiture. On the beachfront, the crowd gathers to watch for the first time the Sartiglia, giving them an insight into the culture and history of a small island many thousands of kilometers away. The Sardinian folkloric group perform a traditional dance to entertain a most appreciative audience. Preparations now begin for the race to the star. The star itself being suspended from a rope high above the horsemen's heads. The star represents Mother Earth, and the knight's sword is invested with the power to fertilize it. So, of course, the successful piercing of the star will ensure a bountiful harvest for the peasants of Sardinia. The beachfront is lined with spectators, some a little more comfortable than others, and the crowd waits. Su Componidori hands the swords to his knights, and the race begins. It's a success, to the delight of the crowd and, of course, the horseman, who, bearing the star on the hilt of his sword, rides to the official stand and presents the star to one of the visiting Sardinian dignitaries. The star is replaced in its position, ready for the next attempt. Another knight faces the challenge, and another star is successfully speared to the admiration of an excited crowd. The only reward the horsemen receive for their success is the applause and cheering from the spectators, and of course the promise of a good harvest. Now a difficult challenge indeed. The master of the race uses a large wooden lance in his attempt to gain the star, an almost impossible feat. The race is brought to a close by the Componidori, who at full gallop lies flat on his back on his horse and blesses the crowd with his Maydoll, Sartiglia di Mayu. His knights are more than pleased with their success and thankful they'll not have to endure the black looks and curses from the peasants. Beachfront and the racecourse, preparations are underway for the Daredevil team events, an intrinsic part of the Sartiglia. These are not only an exhibition of horse or more daring feats of danger. So the team race, which has its origins from the times of jousting within castle walls, signifies the end of the beachfront activity. The exhausted but happy riders who have displayed such amazing horsemanship on local mounts trained for the event in just a few days, riding in procession up the course on their way to the traditional banquet. With good food, good wine, and good company, resolving any disputes which may have arisen during the races.